Welcome to phone-in edition. We're now featuring phone-ins after the game for match comments and everything about the players. In a few minutes, we're going to show you around the studio. So bear with us. So I think we'll go straight to the phone line. We're phone here. Let's just see if there's a line on call. Stuart, can you put is it David through? David, are you there?
Yeah, hi Paul.
Hey David, what's your question then to any of the players or me in general about the club? What do you want to know?
Well, it's about Peter, our striker.
Yeah?
Prolific goals scorer. I'm sad to see him leave. Why did he leave, Paul?
Basically, due to new players coming through, new signings, new signings coming through, and people wanting to move forward, and he just felt like he was at a stage in his career where he had to move on. He found a new club, a better club apparently. Move on, and he's in a new place now, scoring goals and what he does best. But he just wasn't enjoying himself at the club. His contract had ended, and he couldn't agree personal terms, and he had to leave. And that's just basically it, really. Anything else?
No. Do you think he'll miss him? Do you think the club will miss him, or someone will take his place?
Yeah, I think he'll be missed quite a lot because he's been at the club for some time from the start. But we've got other quality players here that can easily replace him. We've got Laverick and Nezzy who've just come through, and they're forming a good partnership up front. And I believe they'll do the business this season and to the future as well. Is that it? Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Thanks.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks, David. Yeah, nice phone call there from David in Eston. We'll go to the next phone call. This is Harry. Harry's phoning from Stokesley. Hello, Harry.
Hi, Paul. You all right?
Yeah. What's your question?
I was just wondering if the West Stand. I've heard rumours that they're going to be knocking down the old West Stand and building another one.
No, that's not the case at all, really. No, it's just being built, mate. I think you got the wrong phone in there. Can you just can we have him cut off, please? He's a bit of a Greek. Yeah. I'm sorry, mate. You've got the wrong phone in there. Sorry. Next phone call is Simon from Chesterley Street. Hello, Simon.
All right, Paul.
All right. What's your question, mate?
Just on the news last week, I heard rumours that Sando might be going to AES Railways for £6.5 million. Is that true or not? Do you know anything about it?
That's complete garbage, really. It's just what's being written in the papers. He's staying with Liberties through and through. He's under contract for 5 years. He isn't going nowhere. He's a quality player, and Liberties would never let him go. It's complete garbage. And please just don't listen to the papers and what they say, because they're just absolute rubbish. As far as I'm concerned, he's with the club. He's going to stay with the club, and he always will be at the club because he's a quality player. Okay.
Thanks. That's a lot. Cheers. Bye.
Okay, no problem. And now to our last caller. This is Stephen Blackmore from Martin. Hello, Stephen.
All right, Paul. I'm your number one fan.
All right, yeah. We've heard all about you. We've seen you down the touchline with the players. Can you tell me a bit about your lifestyle and why on earth do you have such an encouraging lifestyle towards Liberties Football Club?
Well, I've supported them for 3 seasons. I've been here for season ticket holder for 3 seasons now. But I'm getting a bit worried at the moment. I've heard rumours that next season, if we stay in Division 3, the season tickets are going to go up by 30%. And I just can't afford that type of money. Do you know anything about it?
Well, there is a rumour going around the club at the moment that the tickets will go up. Obviously, the signing, how much the tickets cost the fans, obviously goes straight towards the club funds and to buy new players. I mean, if you're a fan, if you're a season ticket holder, you pay your money up front. The money immediately goes to new players, and then you can't argue. We've seen a lot of new players this season, haven't you?
Yeah. Can't argue that, no.
So, do you feel like it shouldn't go up or should go up, or do you feel you should not invest your money in the club anymore?
No, I love coming to see the players playing that, but maybe not 30%, maybe just a slight rise, but not too much, because me and other supporters, we just can't afford it. It's hard times at the moment, and you know the wages aren't as big as they used to be.
Well, I mean, that's a good point. That's a fair point indeed. But you know, if if you obviously can't afford the match, you shouldn't be there really. If you can't afford to come to the games, well, that's your problem. We don't really care too much about your personal problems. All I can say is just get a better job if you can't afford to. And if you come ringing up here complaining about prices, you've just got nothing else better to do with your time. So yeah, can we just see you later? Yeah, and we'll hear no more about it.
Fuck
Okay.
off. Yeah,
Okay,
fuck
no
off.
problems with that.
Yeah, fuck off. Bye.
Okay then, yeah. Bye. See you later. Tough game. Defeat. We know how powerful they are. Eston can be at times. They're obviously looking for promotion, but overall not a bad performance. It could have been worse. The keeper kept a minute, and a fine goal by Pete boosts a lot of confidence, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a good goal by Pete. The team performance wasn't too good today, was it? I thought defensively could have been a bit stronger. Midfield was alright, and midfield wasn't really giving the service up to the two strikers. But Pete's goal was a fantastic strike. He couldn't have done any better, really, Paul.
No, he couldn't. He's a good player, isn't he? He can score terrific balls, but he does have a problem with finishing, and the confidence sometimes drops. But when he's high on confidence, then he's a real good finisher, isn't he?
Oh yeah. He misses a few and squanders a few efforts and whatever, but he can score some fantastic goals. And as you've seen today, one of the best goals in his playing career.
I don't think that one will be beaten. It's going to be tough to beat. But just going back to Eggy on the sideline there, he's now obviously our cameraman and stroke commentator down the sideline. Do you think there's a chance of him coming back this season? Do you think that there's a chance of it, maybe a 10-15 minute performance for him to come on and maybe get a goal on the back post somewhere?
Well, I know this player very well, and I've actually got some inside news which I can't exactly say on live air, but he's as bad a scan, and it's not looking too good for him at the moment. He's sorry. Yeah, it's not looking good. Sorry, it's just that the studio. We've got a few laughs and a few characters in the studio. But let me get back to Paul. Right, Paul, he's been out with ligaments and cartilage damage for a long time. And, he's getting scared about it. He is getting really worried about his problem. He's had one comeback this season, and he touched the ball twice. He's a tremendous player, and he's a good friend of mine actually. And I love to see him come back and score as many goals as he did last season. But yes, he has had news. He has had news on this operation. And I'm afraid to say it's not good news. He could be out up to it nearly another year, another season, and this is really bad stuff. Right, so, but it could possibilities could have this operation done very soon. And actually, we've got some news. We've got him in the studio today, and we didn't say this, but we've got an exclusive interview with Eggy. We have got an exclusive interview with Eggy. So, and yes, welcome, Paul Eggy Everett, the striker from hell. Hello, Paul.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Hey there.
Right, Paul, tell me about last season and how you feel you went.
I felt I had a good, a reasonable season. Obviously, fitness was a problem for me back in the early start. But I felt through the course of the season, I felt my form got better and better, and I was not to be a well-known striker.
Yes. So, how many goals did you get last season then, Paul?
I got 20 goals last season. I got 11.
11 appearances, was that?
11 full appearances. That
So, did you end up top striker that season?
Yeah, I believe it did. Yeah, the goal ratio was obviously nearly 2 goals per game, which is quite high. But that's what I expected. I mean, when we I was talking to the boss, and when we started off the new season, I was supposed to get an average of 50 goals, but that wasn't meant to be. Obviously, an injury that plagued my career.
Yeah. So, out of last season, because that was your greatest ever season in your football history, do you agree with that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which was your favourite and most memorable goal, Paul?
Well, I want to start off with my favourite match. It was against Western Boys, where we won 3-1. We were losing at 1-0 at half time. I did the flu the following night. And the manager said to me, I can't play a full game because you're obviously not fit enough. So we were losing 1-0 against bottom of the league. We needed the win. The lads were down. We're losing 1-0. Chances were getting missed. And with 15 minutes to go, it brought me on. Within 10 minutes of that, 15 minutes, I got the 2 goals that we needed, and we went on to win quite comfortably 3-1. Marshall got a goal in the last minute, and that was just, to me, was a very, very special game for me. Scoring them goals, the fans, were really good to me.
Yeah, so that was last season, and tell me what happened to that in that match, what basically crippled your career.
Well, it wasn't actually in that match, Stephen, but...
Tell me about, which match was it, Paul?
I think it was against Interdrake, I think it was, back in February 1998 this year. I went to challenge for the ball, jumped in the air against the keeper and landed on my right knee and twisted my knee. Reported to do my ligaments, but future scans showed that I did my cartilage, and I have to have a cartilage operation now, which we do probably before the summer, and we'll be back for next season, hopefully, fingers crossed. But however, the doctor and physio reckon I can still play just about 10-15 minutes per game, maybe just a pinch a goal, what I like doing best and what I do best.
But Paul, the question is, have you got the ability to pinch a goal?
Well, some people have been doubting me, and a lot of people have forgot about me over the 8 months I've been missing. But this is a message to the fans. I just want to take the microphone there. It's a message to the fans. I am going to be back. You're never going to get rid of me. I've signed a 10-year contract with the club. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be scoring goals and doing what I like best. And just don't give up on me yet, because I'm always going to be there for the fans. I'll do anything to score goals.
Yeah, great stuff, Paul. What do you feel about Pete and Nezzy and Steve Appleby and people like that who are taking your position? Do you think they're going to cover your position from now on?
Well, for one, Stephen, I don't think it really matters to me how many people we bring in the team. There's only ever going to be one Paul Everett striker. A very unique person and striker. My goals are always within the 6-yard box. When the balls bounce around, the defenders can't get the end of it. I always seem to get a foot on the end of it, and quick reactions gets me the goal. Now, going through the players that you've listed there, Steve Appleby, he's not really a striker, but he's a good player. He's not always going to be a good goal scorer. I think he's more of a player that runs with the ball and gets good crosses in, which he does. And as for Nesbitt, brilliant striker, new to the side. He's obviously a different type of player than to me. But I'm not knocking him down. He's still a brilliant player, and he's going to be top goal scorer this season, no doubt. And Peter, he was my partner for last year, and he was brilliant, really. But there's always room for me. I'm always there. I'll be willing to come into the side whenever they need me.
Yeah, it's great stuff, Paul. So, what will you be doing this season while you're out? Are you training? Are you doing light fitnesses? Are you going to the gym? What's your routine?
Well, for starters, I'm gonna get out of this dump. I'm gonna go to some birdie's house, and hopefully, you know, do something to do the business, and hopefully, you know, I get a hole in one with some birdie.
Great stuff, Paul. I hope give you all the best for that thing. So, yeah, thank you very much. That was Paul Everett live in the studios here. Thanks, Paul. Thanks very much. Thanks now, Paul.
Thank you for having me on the show. Fans out there, you just wait 1 minute. I'll be back. I'm coming home to see you all. Thank you.
Great words from Paul there. He is a legend in himself. So, from all of you at home, I hope you enjoyed the show. We've enjoyed showing it to you. And I just hope you enjoy our next match, which will be next week, which is Liberties
I'm
at
glad
home.
you've joined us today.
to MSV.
We hope to see you next week, when we can see Liberties win again, and let's hope they do. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Hello there, and welcome to our next edition of the football show. And today's match is against Eston. We do have a new cameraman on the on our crew today. He's called David. David, would you like to zoom in on me, please? Thank you. He's a bit slow. He's only a white tape. There we go. Thank you, David. Okay, let's just briefly talk about today's match. It's against Eston. It's a away match. We're gonna obviously we'll stay with it live and exclusive, but I want you to stay right with.